You remember that infamous 60 Minutes interview with then Vice President Kamala Harris? That sparked President Donald Trump's $20 billion lawsuit against CBS, alleging election interference, which was ultimately just settled for $16 million. Now, I want to take you back to Walter Cronkite. He was the face of CBS Evening News from 1962 to 1981 and was the premier anchorman of America's golden age of network news. In 1976, at the height of Cronkite's reign, he was considered the most trusted man in America. Now, CBS News president at the time, Richard Salant, penned a 76-page document outlining CBS News standards. One of those pages focused on editing and suggests that the 60 Minutes interview that Kamala Harris took part in would have been frowned upon during the Cronkite era. Salant wrote in the 1976 document, "The objective of the editing process is to produce a clear and succinct statement which reflects fairly, honestly, and without distortion what was seen and heard by our reporters, cameras, and microphones."
Leadership of Israel is an ongoing pursuit around making clear our principles. Well, let's start with this. On this subject, the aid that we have given Israel, allowed Israel to defend itself against 200 ballistic missiles that were just meant to attack the Israelis and the people of Israel. And I think that is the most recent example of why what we do to assist in their defense around military aid is important. And when we think about the threat that Hamas, Hezbollah presents, Iran, I think that it is, without any question, our imperative to do what we can to allow Israel to defend itself against those kinds of attacks. Now, the work that we do diplomatically with the leadership of Israel is an ongoing pursuit around making clear our principles, which include the need for humanitarian aid, the need for this war to end, the need for a deal to be done, which would release the hostages and create a ceasefire. We're not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand on the need for this war to end. The work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region. And we're not going to stop doing that. We're not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand on the need for this war to end.
What do you think about the interview? Do you think they distorted context? Tried to frame her in a different light? There's a term being thrown out there that her interviews are much like word salad. She can't compose a thought fairly quickly, and it would have made her look weak had they released the unedited version. But most of all, do you feel duped that this narrative manipulation helped sway you, the voter, in thinking she was a more promising candidate? Let me know your thoughts.